This new generation is lost. All they can do is to be on social media and be on these apps. Apps is to program you so you become like a robot. This new generation, they don't have feelings, they don't have emotions, they don't have real love and real hard work ethic. It's a new generation, and you have good young people as well that's waking up and that's doing the right thing, that have talents. They're beginning to wake up, and some are still stuck, stupid. They don't see, they don't have the heart, the mind, the spirit of a warrior. Have a spirit of a warrior. I am a warrior. Fight every day. Yeah, the apps, app this, app that. They don't have God. They don't have morals, respect, love. You know what I mean? The old school way. Reading books, getting knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All they can do is search on a phone. But they don't go to the library. You go to the library, you get smart, man. That's what you find in the library and in the gym. You learn, you read books, you get knowledge. In the library, on the street. That's good. Some people get locked up and then they read books. They get smart. They get an education from the streets and then in the library. It's important to read. And this new generation, they lost their happiness. They're lazy and they can't have patience. They lose the temper too fast and the patience. And I used to struggle with that too. But even if it's hard, even if it's not fun, you need to do it, repeat it. But you're gonna go to school and you're gonna learn the things they say you need to learn. But you can learn by yourself. Practice 1 hour, 2 hours. It's all about discipline. Yeah, this new generation are stupid. They're empty, weird. But some are good, some younger, a lot of kids. They're happy, they're playing, they're not on the phone all the time. And some older, the older generation, they are different. And it was another time, so this is a whole new time. From the older generation to our generation that grew up in the old and the new. So we have this new generation and things to learn. And this new generation, they grew up with all this technology and shit. They don't know how it used to be before. And we forget that, what we used to do. How it used to be before all these phones and apps. An app for this, app for that. You don't need an app for everything. Now it's becoming robotic. An app for training, an app for eating, an app for everything, man. So the whole world becomes an app. This is nature, this is not an app. App though. Knowledge. And inside the app, for this, for that, what? If all the apps dies and the phone crashes and goes away, no phones, no apps, no technology, what do people gonna do then? How you gonna survive then? How you gonna get food when there's no food in the store? And that's what the older generation knows better. how to survive, you know. This generation, they are brain dead, lost. They don't know how to fight, protect themselves if something happens. Some of them know, some don't know. They just pick up the phone, but they can't find a solution. We are using these devices, and you have to use it in a good way, you can use it in a bad way. And for knowledge, you can watch all kind of things. It's like a device, it's free, you can watch all kind of things on these apps. But choose to watch the good things, not the bad things. Choose to use it to inspire others and to motivate others and to make a living out of it, to make money out of it, to do something with it, not to use it. We are using it. Somebody came up with this idea and he makes money on it. Imagine how much money they make on us using all these apps, phones. So it's a new age, a new community. And many, they are lazy, they don't live in the real life. They can't really have fun in the moment and right now and do the work because they're too busy watching and talking with friends and people on the phone, dating apps, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. How do you have time to live in real life if you're gonna have 5-10 apps all the time? You're gonna answer people, and you're gonna send snap, you're gonna send picture here and there to people who don't even care. People don't even have number no more. Okay, let's go talk, let's go do something to get there. Talk, communicate. I like to talk to old people or play with young people, play with kids, go around, have fun. They're free in the spirit, and it's like they are programming us, they're keeping us in bondage. Before you used to have a phone, you used to call and you had a camera. Now this is like a computer device you have in your pocket. It's a weapon, and everybody has this device in their pockets with all these apps, and everybody watches different stuff, different apps, different videos, different things. Some are using it and some are building something themselves on it. You can watch videos or you can do your own videos on this device. But this new generation, something ain't right. They lost something. We don't know how it's gonna be 5-10 years from now with all these phones. Before you used to call, they had a camera. What is the next thing after these phones, after these apps? What in 10 years, how will the phone be then? Then we will have a phone in our brain or something. It's getting too crazy. The technology is taking over people's minds and brains. And when technology is taking over, people are gonna be more stupid. They're not gonna be so smart. So we have a brain dead, stupid generation who want wealth but don't know how to work for it. And now it's a different time, a different business. Okay? Now it's social media, smartphones. So how to make money on this business? Before they used to make money on different things. It's still the same. Restaurants, stores, food. But now it's social media. Before you had to work harder. You had to put in more time, and it felt like something. It felt more real when you watched a movie. You had to go to the movie store and you bought it, and you had to work harder for it. Now you can just Google it, and you don't ask, and you don't talk to others. So you talk to your phone. I can't even talk to most people about deep stuff and funny stuff. It's like everybody's in this social media age, and everything is so on the outside, how it looks in the phone. But we forget that the phone and social media is fake. It's not real. It's just a picture you can edit. You can put all kind of things on this photo and mix it and pretend that you are there when you're not there. And now I'm right here. And so robotic. So what do we gonna have? We're gonna have these robot bots and this new generation. They don't really have soul. They don't really have God. Okay, they need God. They need Jesus. They need to put in the work. They need to learn and become better. I don't know how the next generation will be. But even this, I grew up when I was like 15. The iPhone came, and it started this. Before it was phones, before people used to hang out on the street more. In poorer countries, they hang out more, they communicate, they talk to each other, and it's more real, good, pure energy, and more heart, more soul. Now, the family structure is not real. Instead of talking, everybody's sitting on their phone and watching other stuff, people having fun, or watching all these stuffs, you know, scrolling, and you don't know what you do. You just scroll instead of making a painting or making some art. So it takes a lot of time, these phones, to live in the phone, and you forget to live in real life, and it's addiction. Some people are addicted to these phones, and it's really bad. The new generation is lost. It's never been like this. So weird, so away from themselves and from God. And before, people used to do things, real things, live in the moment, dance. Everything was better before, I think. Before I was born even. Everything was better, you know. The music was better, the movies was better. It feels like everything was better and people was more happier. And people are more depressed now and anxious and feel bad and have all these bad habits and problems more than before. Because it's the devil. He's working now more than ever. And it's the last days. And yeah, before it was more real, pure. People used to do things in real life and had fun, and it felt more like it was a good feeling. It was real. Now nothing is real. Everybody watch this stuff that goes viral on TikTok or this app and that app, and they do it for the app. They do it for likes. They do it because of the trend. They don't really have the real style. You know, all the artists are the same. Before, they had different types of artists, different types of style, like hip-hop. You have Tupac, you have Biggie, you have all these, and they had their style. They didn't bite one another, and they found their style with their heart, from their mind, you know? So people can't really express their feelings and their mind the right way that they used to express themselves and talk to one another and have a good time. And many, they are very emotional and spiritual, dead, and they let all these phones take over. Why did we let all these phones? And now people are addicted to it, so they won't stop. So the Illuminati, they have their minds in this device, and they are controlling them through brain control, through manipulation and different tactics through these devices, that it affects the brain in a certain way, I think, and it makes people lazy and lose control and not be so smart that they used to be, because it's so open, but something is hiding. It's hiding, but it's in front of us, and people don't really see what's in front of us. All the things you have on yourself, it's in your pocket. Okay, you have the keys, you have the money, you have the phone, and this device, you have all these things. You have GPS, you have camera. Before they had a camera, they had a phone, and you used to work harder for it, run around, meet different people, hang out on the street and do things. Imagine before they didn't even have devices. They need to find a place to find the people, and they need, if now you can talk to people around the whole world. Before you used to send a paper to people and meet them and go there, and you didn't find them and communicate in different ways. So we have so many things and different things we can use and we can have, but still the technology is new and this phone is new. But like the sports is still the same, boxing is still the same, basketball is still the same. They're shooting with the feet. It's not like it's flying. The boats are still the same, the cars are still the same, the flights are still the same, right? But they changed the models and the types, like they changed the technology and the types and all the new things, you know. Things are changing, but the old is the best. It's more, I think, better quality. The water is still the same. But what's next? Is this it? The next generation, the next people growing up. How will it be, man? How will it be in 10 years, 20 years? Will it go under? Will it succeed? Will it get better? We need to get better. We need to get rid of the technology and go back to the old school way. The old school way is not the old school way no more. But people are following the trend, following the society, following them. But if we all did a revolution and said, this is it, we need to stop. We don't want technology. We don't want these phones. We don't want this shit. We don't want these apps. Imagine if everybody threw away their phone and didn't use it no more and said, fuck it, man. Let's get back to the old school way. And that will be a revolutionary act, to throw away the phones and say, fuck it. We want the cash back. We want the real shit back. But now everybody has these phones and we are living in the phones. It's a different time. Revolution. And we're living in the revelation times. It's pretty funny, all music, everybody has this phone in their pocket and their own life and their own thing. And before they had computers, yeah, like before the phones, they were bigger, they were much more bigger, and it took more place. Now everything is smaller, faster, but it's not as fast as it used to be. It's not quality in it, in the work. I think it was more quality in the work before, in the things, and people were more stronger. But who made all of these things? How did they make it, and who owns everything, and where did it came from? Somebody came up with an idea, and you can get an idea. Yeah, but the new generation, they don't really think that deep. They don't really believe. They don't really have their own types of style, and they are not on their own mission. It feels like they are empty. They are not real. They are soulless. They don't have heart. Like the people before, when people used to hang out and be free, and now it feels like it's so lonely in a way. It's lonely, and it's not, it's different. Do you remember how it was before? How it used to be way back? I don't even remember. Now when you get bored, you take up the phone, you watch this, you take up. But before they didn't have, so they did other things, you know. Was out, did graffiti, train, and everybody lived in a moment, had fun, you know, nobody picked up the phone, and they just went with the flow. So we need more of that. We need more, the generation is evil, and people will be lover of money and love themselves more, and we have a very egotistic, very much about themselves and the looks, and to be better, and to follow this new age, new shit that people are into. Before it was a whole nother style. People were into something. People were into a sport, but now it's like, what are the younger people even into? What do they do when they come home? You know what they do? They watch the phones all the time and eat, and then they go out and they don't really see the bigger picture on what's going on. Everything is just dead. It's just empty. It's just soulless. You know what I mean? They go to school, they go work, and then they go out, drink, and then they come back home and watch the phone, and watch the phone, and watch the phone, and talk to all these people at the same time. Before, you couldn't talk with all these people at the same time, talking to so many girls, talking to so many boys, having all these apps, always attention, always going on all the time. Before, you had to talk to people in real life, learn about people, learn to know them, to talk and to communicate, to have fun in a real way. Now people they can't communicate in real life. They can't keep it up. They can't talk. They can't have fun. They can't have that energy. The energy is missing. The energy ain't real, but they can talk on the phone. They can say all kind of things. Even I can't talk to people, so I can talk to the phone. I can express myself here, so I can reach more people. And they blah 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 talk, sending pictures, all of this. But for what? It's going away. But in real life, it's so boring, and everybody's so cold. Everybody's so. It's like I'm going around with all this energy within myself, doing my thing, and everybody's not really happy for themselves, happy for you, and helping each other the way we're supposed to help each other and learn about things and teach, and teach one, and to learn and to talk and to guide and to help each other and to respect the elders and to respect the youngers and teach our brothers and sisters how it is and how it goes on. And the generation is stupid, but some beginning to wake up. It doesn't matter if you have some smart young people and you have some stupid older people, and we need to follow. We're living in the future, but we need to get into the future or get back to the old way and move into the future. But how will the future be? We're moving into a new time, into a new dimension, into the space. We are living in the future. This is the future right now we are living in. So it went really fast this last couple of years. So what's the next thing this 5 or 10 years? This will be crazy, some crazy years. Some funny years we are living in. We're living in a bad and a good time. It's time for a change. And it's about to change. And we need to change. We need to wake others up. Because it's coming a revolution. And are you with me or are you against me? Because you are the revolution. You can create a revolution. Revolutionary act. By telling the truth, by speaking up, by not letting you be controlled by them and these devices, and create our own device. Because this is mass population, social media, and mass manipulation to our population. This device is a Masonic. It's the devil, but he's everywhere. It's like God made all of this, but it's amazing how these devices are made. How the fuck did they make the camera? This thing, so they can see and they can hear, they can see. But don't worry, I hear, I see them, and I'm above them. They can hear, they can see, they can sense. Yeah, they have all kind of devices. How did they came up with all these devices? But that's another video. Now this generation and this new age and this new type of things, and it really goes against the Bible. It goes against God, and it's a weird generation. A good and a bad. Some they know, some they don't know. Some are smart, some are stupid. It's like people don't want to hear the truth. People rather live in a lie because it's comfortable. It's comfortable to chill, to take it easy, to always have fun. They don't want to do the shit it takes. So yeah, we're living in a new generation, a new world order, a new society, a secret society, new way of living. But how are we living? How will we survive? We will. And we will prosper. How will it be? How will my children be? Their children? Do I want it? Do I want to do that? Or what the fuck to do next? I don't know, man. But we need to think. We need to use our brain and don't let the device and other people think for us. Because if you don't think for yourself, somebody else gonna think for you. Somebody else gonna do it for you. And then they can control you more. But if you are the boss, if you are the leader, if you know yourself, if you know, and if you search, and if you try to get along with God and yourself, and that's where the knowledge comes from. The knowledge comes from God, and it comes from within. To find it within, and to be free in here, and to not be controlled by all these things. To let it go, and to leave everything, and to just be here, and to be free, and to be you, to be yourself. A new way of living. The old way is not here no more. It's a totally different world. It's like the space has come down. Actually, we live in the space, in the world, in the space. Everything is energy, frequency, vibration. And keep thinking, keep going, and don't stay blind. Wake up.